Okay. No anglerfish sighting. Oh crap, anglerfish hearing. Okay, I escaped it. Yeah, I did. Okay, these anglerfish are a problem. Hello everyone and welcome back to Astrophysicist Plays Outer Wilds. We are getting towards the end of the game here. Our ship's log really only shows one or two things left for us to do. Maybe more things will open up once we find us. And to that. And then there's one thing to do which doesn't seem to be, or doesn't seem to have some place for it to be in the ship's log. So let's start out with what the ship's log is showing us. So let's just go there to touch base with where we are. So, first, the things we need to do is... where is it? It's over Dark Bramble. Okay. Yeah, here we are. We need to find the third escape pod and the Nomai vessel that came here, which are both trapped in Dark Bramble somehow. Yeah, escape pod never made it out. Nomai warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow a signal from the eye of the universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. Okay. And the other thing to do, which was strongly hinted at, but doesn't really have a place for it, is the second to last entry here. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye of the universe. So, we've been picking up a lot of clues about how to get to the eye of the universe. Oh, is there something new to read here? Oh, more to explore at the Ash Twin. Okay, so something more there. I think we could have taken out the warp core, but that would kind of prevent us from going through the time loop, which is why I didn't do that. Maybe that's what it was. I could have missed something else as well. So, we have been picking up a lot of clues to how to get to the eye of the universe. We figured out how to get into the core of Giants Deep, where the probe tracking module was. Yes. And that gave us these coordinates you can see in a little image here in Nomai script. I don't know what to do with them, though. But that's where the eye of the universe is. They were able to find it after millions of random shots. So we know where it is, but we don't know how to translate that into our ship's coordinates to get there. So let's go with what we do know to explore, which is the vessel and escape pod 3. Now, each of the escape pods has its own signal from it, and we have the frequency for that. So tracking down escape pod 3 should be the easiest, because once we get to Dark Bramble, we can get out our signal scope and follow the signal towards that escape pod. Okay, here we arrive at Dark Bramble. So to find the escape pod, we will go towards the signal for the distress beacon. So, everything in Dark Bramble seems to be inside a maze of space that doesn't work right. The whole planet seems to be bigger on the inside, all TARDIS-like. Now, astrophysically, how would this work? Well, stretching out space is possible. That's really what gravity does. But this planet doesn't have the strong gravitational field that would be necessary to stretch out space this much. You would need really strong gravity at each, I don't know, connection between different spaces if it's really wormholes, and it lacks that, and I'm not sure what other way. It's just, it feels like the way it's doing the connection is more fantasy than anything plausibly realistic. But it works for a game. Okay. Now, I'm hearing something I'm not sure if that's warning me of danger. We've got to be on the lookout for anglerfish here. Interestingly, the anglerfish live here, but... Ooh, that's interesting. One loose bit of metal or something, maybe from an Nomai ship. Ooh, okay. The anglerfish live here, but the planet, the bramble seems to be the dominant force. We came across a dead anglerfish before that was killed by a bramble seed. Okay, I am not seeing where the distress beacon is coming from. Gonna have to be a bit careful here. Ah, there we go. Okay, not quite there. There we are. Okay. So I wonder how this evolved. There was a planet here, kind of an icy planet that was taken over by the bramble. Were the anglerfish the original inhabitants that somehow managed to survive through the bramble and adapt? Did they come along with it, kind of parasites or, well, commensalism, whatever that term is for when they benefit off of it, but don't harm or help it? Yeah. Hard to say. We'll have to see if we can come up with any better explanation. We did find anglerfish fossils. Ooh. Found the distress beacon. Okay. So, let's see. We're gonna need to get out here. There doesn't seem to be an easy place to park, so we'll just have to... Let's see, can we just... Yeah, match velocity. Oh, no, I burned it before unbuckling. So, velocity match, now unbuckle. Okay. And hopefully the ship won't drift away by the time we get back. So, yeah, you can identify the signal. We're here. Escape pod 3. Alright, let's investigate. See what we find. Okay. Know my recording. Sekka. That's a name we haven't heard before. I'm guessing the Nomai on this escape pod might have died here, which is why we never heard this name again. So, our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. Sekka, we've held out as long as we could here, but this pod supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Escal, another new name. Sekka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Okay, so the vessel had a beacon, but if it's gone in hours from there, then it's, yeah, this hundreds of thousands of years, I doubt it's still going to be around for me. Okay, so something over here. Yep. Begin flight log. Escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Again, that interesting phrasing, injured rather than damaged. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Alert. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error, life support error, propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Okay, so whatever's out there isn't breathable air, although it does seem to transmit sound, since that's how the anglerfish hunt in it. So, it's some atmosphere that's not breathable to the Nomai, at least. Multiple life forms detected, potentially hostile. Verdict, do not exit pod. Yeah, sorry state they ended up in there. Ooh, okay. So, there's still a couple more things here. Din, this is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. Seka, but isn't it possible for the vessel to be in... But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. Din, I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time... Seka, we're nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone, and we will be lost. Eskal, we will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. Din, but suppose that beacon is false. Eskal, we likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. Eskal, we'll leave a trail of lights as we go. Okay, that's how we'll find the vessel. So it doesn't have the beacon anymore that we can track, but we can follow the lights from here. Okay, we'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. So yeah, that's us. We find the escape pod and then follow the lights to the vessel. So what's this? Emergency escape hatch. Probably not useful for me to open this up. Yeah. Oh. But there are the lights. Now the question is, yeah, I should probably get my ship for this. And let's follow the blinking lights to the Nomai vessel. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So, let's go carefully. Oh, we must have clipped it. We never know if we might come across any anglerfish, and if they hear our engines, we are in trouble. Yeah, so as much as possible, I'm going to try to coast forward or just go forward slowly. So if we see an anglerfish, we can back away from it. Ooh. Okay, what's this? Oh. Oh, that's bad. So it looks like they weren't able to get through here, which means I'm not going to be able to get through either. Oh. Okay. Let's have a bit of a look around. Let's see if there's any more information aside from the environmental storytelling. Do you have something written there? Let me just... Yeah, come to a stop. I'll head out and do this on... Well, not exactly on foot. Yeah, there's a recording. Yeah. So this is what happened to the inhabitants. They only had enough air to go to the close signal, but the close signal went to a portal that they couldn't go through. Seka, to any who came here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but now can go no further. Seka, it's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. So there must be another path that their escape pod came through. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. Seka, to be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. Seka, there is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Well, I have good news for you. They did reach safety. And they survived for a while. They had a generation of kids. The story doesn't exactly end happily after that. We're down to 1/6 of one Nomai left. But it's definitely better than what happened to you. So, I wonder, is there anything I can do? Does the signal scope hear anything? I mean, they said it would we'd lose it in hours, and yeah. Is there, like, even a faint whiff of a signal I can pick up? So let's see. Yeah. No, I'm just going through all the signals. Okay, so this is tough. How do I find the vessel then? Are there any other messages? Huh. Okay. So, let's think. We could wander through here somewhat blindly, hoping we come across it. It's not the best plan. We could go for all of the red glowing orbs, or portals. The last one we found was guarded by catfish, but maybe another one won't be. Let's check the ship's log. Oh, wrong place. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Check the ship's log. Oh. Okay, so. Let's see. The survivors of Escape Pod 3 detected 2 distinct beacons from the vessel, as if it was in 2 locations at once. Okay. Nomai Grove. Now, more to explore here. Okay, we'll have to keep looking around. The survivors from Escape Pod 3 followed one of the 2 vessel beacons to a small dark bramble seed, where they could go no further. The Nomai could faintly hear the vessel's beacon from within the seed. Oh, wait, I can send my scout through. That's how. Yes, if it's... Right. Feldspar was telling me about that when I found the other seed that I could put my scout through. So if I put my scout through this seed and then go to the other location of my scout, it should get me close to the vessel. Okay, let me just finish reading that, then we can try that. Okay. The Nomai could faintly hear the vessel's beacon from within the seed, but the opening was too small for a single Nomai to fit through, much less an escape pod. Maybe not too small for a scout. I hope that's it. The vessel's beacon was dying and would soon be gone completely. There's more to explore here. Okay. So, let us... Okay. Go back to that seed. We will take out our scout launcher. And get close enough to put the scout into it. There we go. Error duplicate signal, and yes, we see another scout signal that we can follow. Brilliant. Okay. Alright, we are in business. So, the scout is there, and the other, more distant path, hopefully that's where the escape pod came from, is here. Oh, I'm kind of caught. If I go around here, pardon my desecration of your corpses, you're in my way. Okay, so we're going through here. Last time I went through, or went to, I didn't even get through, to a red one of these, it was guarded by anglerfish. Okay, so no anglerfish so far. That's good. Ooh, what is this? Okay, that's just other portals. Okay, so I don't know if there is anything special about it being red. That's interesting. Okay, right through. Oh, yeah, that was all. Oh, angler. Yeah. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. So, oh, and I somehow left the entire planet. Well, that's a convenient way. Okay, so I've got to be really careful about anglerfish here. Alright. Okay. 2 signals for the scout. So, one of these will be where the distress beacon is. So I don't want to go to that one, I want to go to the other one. And I think the initial red portal was where I saw anglerfish before. So I am going to have to be very careful here. Okay. I'm just kind of aligning my velocity, and then I'll go straight to it and coast. Okay. No anglerfish sighting. Oh crap, anglerfish hearing. Okay, I escaped it. Yeah, I did. Okay, these anglerfish are a problem. And I'm gonna have to go through the same thing, set up my scout again. This is a pain. Alright. Yeah, this is reminding me of Ember Twin, where I kept dying over and over. I'll have to figure out a better way to handle these anglerfish, hopefully. Alright. I'll meet you back there. Okay, I am back. I've launched my scout through the seed again, and will follow the signal. Now, when I came at it from this direction, I'm going to call this area like a room. From this room, there was no anglerfish on the near side of the portal, but there were many on the far side. So I think I can take my time on the near side to line up carefully as I go through. Okay, so I am going to... Now, I could just coast ahead, but I might coast directly into an anglerfish. So I am going to try to go in just far enough that I see where they are and can avoid them. Okay. Okay, we've gone through the portal now. Ah, crap. Oh, jeez. I've got to basically coast from as soon as I start going through. Let's hope it forgets about me. Because, as I recall, going in through the other direction came out the same place. So. Okay, so I'm just going to take a gamble that I can speed up, coast through above it. No, I don't see it. Okay. So far, so good. I don't know if turning the ship around counts as making sound. Let's wait till we get to 1.5 kilometers away just to be safe. There is definitely a danger sound playing in the game right now. But I don't know if that means there's actual imminent danger. Or... I see an anglerfish. Okay. And I am not going directly for the scout. So, I'm going to take a gamble that there isn't one behind me. Back up a bit. So I have room to build up some speed. Ah, crap. It saw me. I've got to run for it. Ah, I was close. Almost at it. Okay, gonna have to try again. Okay, once more. So, I'm in the room with the escape pod. Through here is the next room. Oh crap, there's anglerfish here too. I'm running for it. Okay. Oh crap. Those things have too good of hearing. Okay. I've left the planet. Alright. I've got the scout up. Gotta try again, and hopefully I can just coast through. Maybe the anglerfish will forget about me. Okay. You know, you could have just reduced their aggro radius a little so you can see them and react. Even knowing how you're supposed to avoid it, you basically have to know where they are in advance. Maybe if I only use my engines gently, the anglerfish won't hear from as far a distance. Okay. Duplicate signal again. I think it's in the red one. Yeah, this is back in the escape pod room. Okay. I think there was an anglerfish there before. I want to coast, but there's a chunk of metal in the way. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, this is probably going to set a record for the number of deaths in a single video. Oh. Alright. So I think one of those white lights was the anglerfish. And if I'm right on that, that gives me a bit better of a clue to how to avoid it. Alright. One more try. Okay. One more time. Now, I figured out I can fire my scout through from the ship. It's a bit harder to aim, but that'll save a little bit of time doing this all again. Oh, I can take a snapshot. So, yeah, my skip. Maybe that's... Yeah, I think that's probably right on the vessel. So, that's good. I can just keep following to get there. Okay, so... Velocity matched. Go forward and we will coast as far as we can. Okay. So the engines do not seem to go on when I look around. That's helpful. So I can watch to make sure anglerfish... To see if I'm got sufficiently past any anglerfish. Okay. So, let's go forward slowly. Yeah, it always kind of stops me after I enter a new room. Okay. Alright, there are two here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim up here. That looks like the clearest path through. Get... Oh. Come on, I barely got any velocity there. Okay, this is ridiculous. Do I have to just go in basically blind to get to it? Okay. Back at the start, two signals. So I want to go to the one that doesn't have the escape pod nearby. Okay, I'm gonna stray far from those lights, as I think those might be the little light things anglerfish have. I'll have to look up what those are called. Okay. Oh, great. I didn't even see one in its egg road. Okay, this is ridiculous. I think I'll take one more try and then I might just have to call it for today. You see if there's some better way I'm supposed to do this. I mean, maybe there's an alternate path or something, but I'm only seeing the two signals and one is the path I can't go through. Alright. So, trying again here, I have one more thought. So, my personal suit has thrusters too, but they are a lot weaker than the ship's. So, I'm gonna take a chance that if I just go myself, these will be a lot quieter and not attract the anglerfish. And I'm just gonna go... Okay. Come to a rest here. And aim to a clearing. Get up some speed. Okay, that's as much as I dare. And let's just see if we can coast on by. Oh, great, there's 3 of them. 2 wasn't enough. You had to put in a 3rd. And because of this, I'm gonna have to make the rest of the way without my ship and hope I don't run out of fuel. The one upside is that where the scout is does not seem to be in another portal, so this is the worst of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do not feel safe yet. Okay, I am getting through. It is probably safe to move, but I think I can afford to wait a bit longer. All I'm spending is time, and... well, I don't have that much of it in this game, but yeah, I think I have enough. Okay. Let's make our way to the scout. Ooh. Hold up, what is that? So the red glow this time wasn't a portal, but I'm guessing those are anglerfish eggs. Well, that explains why there are more anglerfish than normal around here. Oh, it is through another portal, great. Ooh. Different effect than usual. It seems brighter. Okay. Distance to the scout hasn't increased. Let's just hope there are no more anglerfish around. Okay. That's the vessel. Finally made it. Unless there's another anglerfish. Okay, so... ooh. Yeah, that was damaged pretty badly, and... ooh. A lot of Nomai died just in the crash of the vessel, it looks like. They didn't even have time to put their spacesuits on. Okay, well. The vessel's not in good shape. Oh, well, it's pretty big. There could be a lot to see here. Though, I wonder if they'd have had time to do anything. Yep, trees detected. That's helpful. Not exactly the most gravitationally bound trees in the world. I see some writing. Oh, okay. I think this is the warp core. Yeah, pick up warp core. Yeah, so they mentioned that the warp core was broken on the ship. So that's how it lost power. Wonder what that ball does. Well, maybe it powers it on, but it doesn't have power. And then there's something else there. Oh. Ooh, what's this? Huh. Okay, it spins when I move the ball over. And, okay, so it does that 3 times. And if I do that... Okay. Huh, that brings it back up. Oh. Okay, so this is how we write in the coordinates. So they gave us 3 letters, and we can write them here. I don't think the ship is going to travel very far with a broken warp core, though. It might have... emergency power might be enough to enter coordinates, but there's no way we're warping without a warp core. Yeah, what's this? Some sort of projection. Hmm. Yep. Okay. Felix, I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. Okay, talking about the eye of the universe. Escal, this is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone prepare to warp immediately. So they warped as soon as they read about the eye of the universe. Escal, wait, I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? Escal, we can send the message upon our arrival. Yeah, that didn't seem to go well. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. So they didn't even tell someone else where they were going, so no other Nomai clan are coming to rescue them. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. Felix, I understand. Escal, Anana, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? Anana, the warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterwards, we'll need time to recharge the core, and it apparently broke after. Escal, that shouldn't create a problem, provided we arrive at or near the signal source. Oh, yeah. That did not go well, did it? Okay. So I think I might have seen some other writing in here a bit earlier. Let's make sure to check that out. And, oh. What if I move the ball to the other side? Nothing. Okay. Maybe it needs to be powered on. Maybe that's the engage setting, which doesn't work if the warp core isn't powered on. Okay. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw some other writing here. Where was it? Up? Is it up? Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's where I saw it. Okay. Felix, this is Eskel's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Felix, our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local... Ooh, so you warped directly into the planet? That is very bad. There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from the vessel... from inside itself. Felix, we are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight-capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. Felix, is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. They couldn't even get that message out. Okay. So, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, yep, something over here. Kana. That's a name I don't recognize. Maybe they died on the vessel. To any Nomai clans whose vessels can hear this message. It's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now. So my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. Oh, so maybe that was a received transmission. Maybe that's what the orange means, that this screen receives transmissions from other Nomai. So Sakana is someone in another clan. If you can reach the gloaming galaxy, we found that black rock suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know you will be on your own. No help is coming. Bromi, Kana, we're making our way to you. Kana, it's good to hear from you, Bromi. We'll watch for your vessel. Kana, has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. Bromi, that is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell. The disappearance of Eskel. Well, that's the captain of this vessel. So this must have been a transmission received long after, if it's just a myth now. Clem, I remember hearing that story as a child. One day Eskel's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. Hissop, that's no myth, friends. Eskel's clan existed, and their story was real. Bromi, what a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hissop? Hissop, it was a very long time ago, but yes. My clan's ancestors searched for Eskel's clan for a long time, but in the end none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Neem, Hissop, I hope you aren't comparing Eskel's story to my clan's vessel. Oh, Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Neem, not yet we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the Bright Spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Kana. Kana, I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. So, the vessel here was still working enough to receive this group chat, essentially. Which tells us how the rest of the Nomai are doing, which is not the best. So it feels like the universe is dying, the stars are starting to run out of fuel and go supernova, and the Nomai have decided their best option is to pool their resources at the star system they found, which looks like it'll last the longest. Not forever, but the longest. And that's kind of what's going to happen in our universe too. eventually we'll reach the end of what entropy we have to work with, and things will just start burning out. We won't have useful energy left, and we'll just have to delay things and survive as long as we can. If there's even a we left by that point, which there might well not be. We could warp into Dark Bramble and I'll be instantly destroyed. Or, global warming. Let's just have a look around if there's any other way into the vessel. I mean, it must be quite big to house all of the Nomai, but I'm not sure if there's any way in, and we are very low on fuel anyway. If we run out of fuel, we can go back, check the ship's log, see if it says we missed anything. But we're not really getting any clues of anything else to do. This doesn't really point us in anywhere, but it does give us a way to enter the coordinates we found for the Eye of the Universe. The problem is we don't have a warp core. And the only warp core that does exist is powering the Ash Twin project. And if we take that out, we won't be able to come back if anything goes wrong. So, yeah. That might be the only thing left to do. I mean, we've explored pretty much all there is to explore. So, just even from an internal character perspective, one last chance to explore the last interesting thing in the solar system, the Eye of the Universe. And if that fails, well, death is probably preferable to perpetual life. Not everyone would feel that way, but it's certainly one perspective on it. Perpetual life could be its own torment eventually, so better to end it, risking it all on one last grand exploration, than to just go on doing nothing with infinity. Because, as long as we're trapped in this time loop, arguably the rest of the universe is as well. We aren't just trapping ourselves, but we're preventing the rest of the universe from moving on. There may not be much time left, but there's some time, and they deserve to have it. Alright, so I think we know what we're gonna do next week. This may well be the last thing in the game, but something worth risking it all for. So, before going, I'm just gonna have one quick check at the ship's log, see if there is anything left. Okay, what do we have now? Yeah, if I launch my scout into seed, I can take photos of an enormous derelict Nomai ship. Yeah, did that. Okay. I found the derelict Nomai vessel deep within Dark Bramble. I activated a 3-sided pillar on the vessel's bridge that appears to be some sort of input device. The Nomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear incoming messages from other Nomai vessels. The remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell another clan where they were going. There's more to explore here. So I'm not sure exactly what the more to explore is, but the only other place I see that is Ash Twin Project, where I had the option to remove the warp core. And I could presumably replace the warp core in the vessel, take a trip to where the Eye of the Universe is now that I have the coordinates for it. So maybe that's what it's signaling me to do. But whether it is or not, that's what I'm going to do. So, come back next week for one last grand hurrah in the solar system, where we give up our immortality in favor of one last exploration. I'll see you again then. Bye-bye, all. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be sure you get notifications of new uploads. See you again soon.